Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.
This time on Broad and High, a local filmmaker tackles the subject of Alzheimer's disease.
You know, there's somebody that always is touched by Alzheimer's. It's as if you can't get away from it.
I'll get cracking on a snack recipe that is oh so Midwestern. And a performance by Lily Bloom, selected as WOSU's favorite local tiny desk entry. This and more right now on Broad and High. Hi everyone, welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. Our first story tonight takes us to Three Oaks Vineyard in Granville. That's the setting for a new short film by CCAD professor Nella Satino. She has spent the past year producing a story that to her is a personal one. It follows the journey of one man's struggle with dementia. Here's the backstory on Of Children and Wine.
We are at Three Oaks Vineyard, and we are shooting a film that I wrote about 3 or 4 years ago about my father and Alzheimer's. When we realized my father was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, we noticed some characteristics. One thing is that he would have hallucinations, and the only way we could bring him back is if we talked about the garden, winemaking, or children.
So the title of the film is Of Children and Wine.
My pop knows more about wine than you do. He knew children too.
And our main character is dealing with this and how the families are reacting to this hard problem that is happening to them right now.
I was in television for 20 years, specifically public broadcasting. When I started teaching, I thought, well, wait a minute, film is now really, really accessible. Anybody can be an independent filmmaker. Why not? So I started writing, and I started shooting, and I started editing all my own films.
Good. Let's stop right there for now. Okay. Nice. Perfect. That looks really good.
At this point, I'm at Columbus College of Art and Design. I'm chair of the film department and teaching other students how to do what I do. So half of our crew are also students who I believe need to learn a little bit more about what it's like to work not only on a professional film set, but on a union film set. The union that I'm working with is the Screen Actors Guild, also known as SAG. Richard Reilly, who is known for his role in Office Space, is our SAG actor.
Well, I started doing this in 1968, I think.
I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people.
Ohio has a lot of good things going on, but I was not expecting that, Richard to be playing my father. I'm very familiar with his work. He's been in so much, and it's just been a treat.
Pee-wee, where have you been?
I'm playing Archie, and Archie, this is his vineyard, and he's in the beginning stages of Alzheimer's, and yet he goes out every day and works in the vineyard. His main concern is that children need to be taken care of, and he doesn't feel that that's being done.
Action!
There's somebody that always is touched by Alzheimer's. It's as if you can't get away from it.
And actually, a lot of the cast and crew has a lot of ties with family that has suffered from dementia or Alzheimer's.
Action!
My grandmother did have early onset Alzheimer's. I was probably 7 when it happened, but she was young. 55 when she was diagnosed, probably, started getting symptoms of it before that, a few years before. I think so many people unfortunately have an experience with it, and you want to make sure you're not being over dramatic, but you are showing the realness of it. So I play Maria, which is the daughter. So I look at my character as being the person that jumps in and just says, this is reality, this is what we have to work with, you know, how can I fix it, how can I help? And my father is a winemaker, and that is his love. In addition to children, he's always been someone that children have been very drawn to. We're having a Sunday family dinner, but unfortunately he's not quite aware of what's going on. And we keep finding him outside, and we have to keep getting him. And you know, it's a lot. I look at it as there's a lot of frustration, a lot of let's deal with it. I think that's what my character does, but a lot of fear.
When I go to movies, I like to see movies that are independent films because they are such personal stories by the writers and directors, and they have a real passion to them, and they're much more exciting to do than seeing the regular run-of-the-mill stuff.
I hate to tell you this, but I haven't touched this for, you know, I looked through all the footage to make sure it was all there, but I haven't touched it for a couple of months. The post-production phase takes a very long time. It can take 6 months to a year on a short film. Post-production editing is heavy. They moved the camera and suddenly there's this huge color change. See, can't you tell that shot sticks out? Hate that. I hate that. And that's why you pay massive amounts of money for color correction. A lot of people love to adhere to the script, and I am one of those people that does not. I like the visuals to tell me the story. And in this instance, I am starting with the visuals instead of the soundtracks. I want to see the facial reactions of the actors. I want to see the children running through the vineyards. I want to see what kind of pacing I need to add to this, because that's going to tell me how to develop the storyline. You know, this is important to me. This is an important subject. When Alzheimer's happens, it devastates you, but it doesn't devastate the other person. They don't know. You know, they only get upset when you upset them. So for me, teaching other people to recognize that and understand that is important.
Of Children and Wine is currently on the film festival circuit. Follow the movie's Facebook page for updates on when and where you'll be able to see it here in Columbus. Well, it doesn't get much more Midwestern than ranch seasoning. So in this latest installment of Kate's Quick Bites, I'm offering up a recipe that incorporates the contents of that zesty seasoning packet, and it ain't salad dressing. This is one of my favorite childhood snacks, and it requires only 4 common ingredients. Today I'm going to be making a super quick and tasty snack that you can whip up, and it's made with pantry ingredients. It's savory, it's cheesy, it's so good. They're my quick snacking crackers, and they are coated in ranch seasoning, so you can't go wrong. You will need 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, a 1 ounce packet of ranch seasoning, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and 16 ounces of oyster crackers. It's usually about 2 bags. Okay, this recipe really couldn't be any easier. You gather all your ingredients together. The one tool you're gonna need is a zip top bag. So everything's gonna go in here, and we're gonna shake it all up so that the crackers get coated. What I do is I just kind of flip the bag open so it stays open. So I've got a little structure so that I can add everything to it. So I'm gonna start by adding the vegetable oil into the bag, and our Parmesan cheese, and the ultimate ingredient, the ranch seasoning. And I'm just gonna kind of mix this stuff together so that the liquids and the dry ingredients get mixed up. And now we can add the crackers. This sometimes results in a mess. Sometimes it doesn't. I bet this will be harder with the bowl. Oh, yeah. Now you wanna seal your bag, but make sure you seal it really well. Hear those clicks. And now it gets fun. Now you just shake it up. You just want to mix it around so that your crackers get fully coated. Shake, shake, shake. So you just want to get them all evenly coated. And when you start to see that they are, that the whole bag looks wet and that the crackers are coated, we can move on to the next step. We always just ate them like this. We shook it up and then you pour them into a bowl and they were delicious. You can eat them like that. I recently was like, what if we put them in the oven and kind of toast them up? So that's what I'm gonna do now. They get really crispy and everything just kind of bakes together and they're amazing. So either way you wanna do it, if you don't wanna turn your oven on, just eat them like this. But I think this is a great way to make them just a little extra delicious. So preheat your oven to 300 degrees, use a sheet pan, just open the bag and spread everything out evenly, pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes and take them out and let them cool, and then you can eat them. So our ranch oyster snacking crackers are out of the oven. They're toasted and golden and all of the seasoning just kind of baked into them and they're amazing. Toss them in a bowl and these are great for a party or get together, social distance or otherwise. I'm gonna give them a taste. They're so crispy and salty and ranchy, just the best. I hope you'll make these. Find this and more of my fast and favorite recipes at wosu.org/KatesQuickBites. For the past 3 years, WOSU has selected its local favorite from NPR's Tiny Desk Concert entries. This year, there were more than 30 entries from Central Ohio, and Lily Bloom, formerly known as Lily St. Clair, stood out as our judge's favorite. She brought her harp to the terrace of the Dublin Arts Council to perform her winning entry for us. Here is Ghost.
Sometimes when I'm alone, and all the lights are low, I swear I see a ghost. Sometimes when I'm alone, and all the lights are dim, I swear that I feel you in my space. They say, whole time we're healing. They say, no girl, don't feel it. You can't believe it, you can't deny it. They don't know that inside I'm dying. And I'm trying just to make it through. But I'm burning, and I'm trying not to burn alive. I smoke another cigarette. Maybe this time I won't forget. Maybe I don't need your name anymore. Maybe it just can't be so anymore. How long can I live with you haunting my every breath? You're gonna scare me half to death. Sometimes when I'm alone, oh, the lights are low. I swear I'm dancing with your ghost. I turn on the radio. Come out, baby, hold me like you do. I won't say anything, it's just us two. I'm dancing with your shadow, your memory, and all the bad things you did to me. Come on, baby, and shake your bones. Put on the record down before you go. you, it's you, it's you I think about all the time. Sometimes when I'm alone, oh, the lights are low, I swear I'm dancing with your ghost, but every song comes to a close.
See more performances by Lily Bloom at wosu.org/localtunes. You can also follow the band on Facebook and Instagram at Lily Bloom Music. And stay tuned for an upcoming announcement by NPR Music about its national contest winner. Visit tinydeskconcert.npr.org for updates and to watch local music entries from all 50 states. Charlotte Belland is the chair of the animation department here at the Columbus College of Art and Design. Not long ago, she was invited to create miniature works of art for a dollhouse-sized gallery. But when she installed her herd of 3D printed zebras, the place, well, turned into a bit of a zoo. Here's her story.
The SDOT Gallery is a dollhouse-sized miniature gallery. It was started about 4 years ago, and I had always wanted a dollhouse as a child and could never have one, so I reinvented my own dollhouse and turned it into a gallery. The dollhouse exists physically in my dining room. The reason that I asked Charlotte if she would be interested in a show is because I had seen a lot of her drawings, and I also have a love for animals, and I'm just amazed how she can make each animal have its own character. And then when she started suggesting these 3D printed sculptures, that definitely took SDOT to a new level for this month.
And I was thinking, okay, so here's this space, and there's a specific scale. Life's too short to take it too seriously. So I thought, well, why not I just have my favorite animal trash in the joint? But I wanted to focus on the energy that would happen if real scale zebras came crashing through a space. They also are very empathetic in their faces. They have very human-like faces, but they are modeled after the zebras from the Columbus Zoo. So the fun part is the zebras at the Columbus Zoo, there's one that's very, very calm and very peaceful. And then there's these two that are always fighting. They're just kicking each other. They're always just antagonizing one another. It's like everything will be calm, and then one will just, poof, take its back leg and just punch its sister right in its ribs. They're just sassy. Some of them are just hilariously sassy. I always use pens and markers because I can't erase. So I have to commit to that line and then move on. So the stripes are the most interesting part of the zebra because there's this one stripe that always goes around its belly like a belt. So that means when you hit that boundary line, all of these stripes curve towards, they go almost horizontal across the derriere. A lot of people make the mistake of drawing the stripes on the derriere vertical as opposed to horizontal. And then it has almost like army pipes on its shoulder. And then it's difficult to see, but on their head they have almost like an egg whisk shape. So they have a little stem in the front, and then it flares out over their brow. And they also have little black tufts back here. Then those, I'll take them back as reference and start to think about, because obviously, the zebra has very specific anatomical elements, and I've exaggerated them. So it's got the little cute eyes and the big schnoz to make it even more animated. So it's a caricature of the creature. They're brought into a 3D program, and they're modeled in in polygons. So I work in Autodesk Maya and Photoshop. So this is the initial start of the model. You can see it's hollow, so it's only half. It's only half of the model because the nice thing about these programs, they can mirror things for you. The nice thing about 3D is that the process involves the same thing that you would do if you took chicken wire and paper mache. So it's a very faceted program. It looks almost like as if you're beginning to do a sculpture, a stone sculpture. Well, I want there to be a herd. I want to have enough that there is the sense that they're all individuals. You can put basically a human hand inside of it. So that way you can pose them pretty quickly. So that I'll be using a lot of those tools and a lot of invisible manipulators on top of these things. Like you can manipulate this pose a little bit more. So you can pick the head and you can manipulate just the head a little bit. So if you need to give it a little bit more of a inquisitive look or whatever, you can grab this stuff and actually, it's very malleable. And right now I'm painting stripes, lots of stripes. And this is why I'm very excited about printing in 3D full color, because I'll only have to paint these stripes once. And then I can modify them and then the printer can print them. The printers that I have access to are extrusion printers. So they print out a little thin thread of filament and they build up the model. It's a solid color. So, and the fun part is, if you did cut the zebra in half, the stripes go all the way through. You know, how are they going to be running through and maintaining the illusion that they're active in the environment? That was the first thing when I first came in. It was all empty, and I was like, ooh! I was like, oh my gosh, it's completely empty. But as we started, you know, Stephanie started bringing out all this neat stuff, and then putting them in there and trying to get them to interact is just great. And then there's the Stephanie zebra.
So they set the entire environment. They have furniture, they have tiny props, they can have receptions.
We're going to pick modern furniture for them to destroy, going through the gallery space, of course, because they're zebras. And of course, modern furniture and zebras, I mean, that's like a no-brainer.
I think for the artists, a lot of them are surprised how difficult it is to work in miniature, but they also have a freedom because there are no rules in SDOT galleries, so they can do and make you know, whatever they want.
So this is a brand new process for me in terms of making 3D print. I really had no idea what I was doing, which was great. So now I can make these objects in my computer. I can sculpt virtually, and then they actually turn into a 3D object, which is just, it's amazingly enchanting. I'm an educator by trade, and I do that full time, but my other full-time job is having fun.
Charlotte posts animal drawings daily on her Instagram page. Give her a follow at Belle and Pixel. Meanwhile, you can find all of our stories online at WOSU.org, as well as on our free WOSU mobile app. And be sure to give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're closing out the show today with more music by Lily Bloom. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next week.
It's Libra when I am with you. I'm sensing something, a feeling brand new. Where are we going? It don't matter. Follow you, baby, blindly. I feel like I'm losing my mind because what your love did. Black velvet dress I'm wearing, high dark eyes, and now you're staring. I'm obsessed with in your gaze. Please don't give it away. Please don't give it away.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.